Hi all, welcome back to my channel. So today I've got another little haul for you. It's a new Givenchy haul, and as you probably saw by the title, it is the new bronzing powder. I picked it up last week online and I went into another tier of the Givenchy program, so I'll explain that to you. I got a welcome gift from that as well. Without further ado, let's get into it. My name's Mirific Beauty. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back and thank you for subscribing. If you're new to my channel, I cover all high-end beauty. I buy everything myself. I target more maturing skin like my own, but these products are not exclusive for maturing skin, more how they work on my maturing skin. If you feel you'd like to carry on watching this video and you like it, please press a like. And if you think you'd like my kind of content, subscribing would really help the channel. Let's get into it. As mentioned, it was revealed about a month ago that Givenchy were coming out with Prisme Libre bronzer powder. That's what it's called. I am part of the loyalty program on Givenchy.com. They also do an in-store one as well, so you can get gifts from if you follow the in-store as well, and it's different for online, so you can go with two programs if you want. It came in a lovely box like this. They very bougie Givenchy, and so like that comes with the paper, and then I've got a little cloth bag inside. Inside that was the actual powder here, and I got number 2, and number 2 is, let me get my glasses, I think it's Popeline. I might be pronouncing it wrong, so apologies if I am. Popeline or Popeline Bronze. So show you that there, and it's in the 4 quadrants. This is number 2 of 3 products. There's 7 gram. It retails for £44 in the UK, and like I say, only 7 gram. It's pretty much, there's the back of it, pretty much like the powder I showed you on the last video, and there's a little instruction there of how to apply. I'll just quickly show you this. It's a bit, I wore it, you see, so, and there it is, and it's got the, to signify to bronzer, it's got the logo in like a bronze pattern. And then this is the back, and you just open again, it's got the little brush. It comes. Hi, welcome back. A strange thing just happened there and my camera cut out, so let me get back to where I was before. So I said there was a brush in the palette, good for travel, and then there is the powder itself. You have a sculpting part, so it's quadrant, obviously, sculptor, highlighter, and then 2 more of a lighter bronze shade which you can mix together as well. I have been wearing it. I'll insert pictures of it brand new because I've wore it a couple of times now and I've swatched it, so I'll swatch it again for you as well in a moment. I wore the sculptor to define, and then I mixed these 3 together and used it on more of the blush part of the cheek. I'll go through that with you in a second, but I just wanted to talk about what else I got as part of my, I moved into a new tier, the black ribbon from the red ribbon. I think it's black velvet or it's black ribbon, I can't remember. It's part of the Givenchy program. I think they only have those 2 levels. I'll show you what I got in the bag. So you get this little cloth bag. It used to be like a Hessian, but they've changed it to a cloth one. These bags are great for traveling with, so you can fill them up with underwear, or you know, like have it as a little stuff sack, or you can put beauty items in it. What I got as well, besides buying the actual bronzer, was I picked up 2, you're allowed 2 samples. I got the Vitamin Blend Glow Serum there. I like that so much, I've actually ordered it. So it is lovely. And then I got the Protective Moisturising Velvet Cream. So there, as part of stepping up into the second tier, they had a private sale on. Now they offered, if you went onto the site, they offered 20% off. They don't largely advertise it. You need to know about it. And usually members know because they get 30% off. With the 30% off, I decided to give their brand new line of skincare a go, and it's called Sculptural. So I've bought the eye cream, which is a firm and smoothing eye cream, and so far I'm really enjoying that. I'll talk to these maybe in another video. I got the Sculptural Densify and Tonify face cream. That's amazing. And as part of that, I got a free little one of their Retense Firm and Redefine luxury sample size of their new serum. I was going to buy that, but I think I like the vitamin one a little bit better, but still, it's still very nice, that in itself. Now, as part of that line, and moving up into that tier, sorry, I got 3 little gifts as well, and this is from their very prestigious line. I got a lotion essence, which is, I think I got 15 mils of that. No, 35 mils as a freebie. So I got that in the box. I will insert pictures as well. So there it is. And it's really nice, sort of quite gel-like lotion. And it's very moisturising. Then I got Creme Légère. So like a face cream, like a luxury sample size of that. And I think that's about, yeah, 7 mils of that. And like, this is the really premium line, so it's very expensive. And then I can't believe this, but I got 5 mils of their eye cream, and this is fantastic. If you've got any like prominent lines and you put a bit of this on it, it just puffs them out immediately. Oh, I really like that, but that full price is £112, so it's really expensive. But just great to get these as tryouts for samples. But I think I'm really happy with this Sculptural. I'm really happy with this Sculptural, this tier, which is like a middle tier for their skincare. I really do like it. And like I say, I got 30% off that. It was worth trying out, and if I get another 30% off at some stage, I will buy some more again. And let's get into the actual bronzing powder itself. Now, a few weeks ago, you'll know I bought the 4 Prisme Libre pressed powder matte. This is also a matte product. I will show you the difference in the packaging. The actual pressed powder's got a silver embellishment on of the logo, and then the bronzing powder has the gold. They're both the same size. They're both 7 mil. They're both ultra milled fine powder. Now, I did go out today to get my hair done, and I wore the bronzing powder. I'm not sure if it was because I was getting my hair washed, some of the bronzer came off. So what I did, I come home, cleanse my face again. I put my beloved Prisme Libre actual foundation, just in case you haven't seen this. It is their latest one, and it is a glow serum foundation. I've got sorry, it's a bit dirty. I've got 1.5 mil there. I love that. That's one of my favourite products at the moment. It gives lovely dewy glow on the skin. It's more or less set down now, but I just wanted to quickly powder off my face while we're here. And then I'm going to add the bronzing powder, and I'll just talk about that while I'm doing it as well. So I'm just going to get some of this powder. I think I showed you this last time, and just in case you're new to my channel and you haven't seen me do it, I'll just show you what the new powder's like as well. It's ultra fine. It totally mattifies the skin. Sorry, I got a terrible blemish on my nose at the moment, so I'm trying to hide it with a ton of makeup. I'll just do down and the T-zone a bit and around the forehead. Okay. so we can then apply the bronzing powder. What I've done is I cleanse toned, and then I re-moisturised my skin with all that sculptural products you saw there. I just think it's such, I've only been wearing them moisturisers for 1 week and I've noticed a difference in my skin already. I really have. I mean, obviously I've got jowls and things, I'm not going to lift them, let's be realistic, but it's just, it's smoothed off all my skin, just smooths off all your lines as well. So I'm very impressed with it, you know. And I'm not, I mean, I've tried all of them. I've tried Dior, I've tried Chanel. I did try the Chanel Sublimage Eye Cream, and that's amazing. But however, it's over £200. So it's a little bit out of my price range, to be honest. All that Sublimage range, and it's amazing, it's just a bit out of my price range, where I just think this is great for my age. I'm 57 and this is fantastic for my age group. I would say, you know, the Black Le Noir products, I'd say they're 65 plus, to be honest, that age group. But obviously everyone's different, so, and I'm no skincare expert, so don't take my word for it. It's just for me personally. However, this is just amazing on my skin. It's like a mid-price range. It's not ultra cheap either. Like I say, I've tried them all and I think this is one of the nicer ones. Well, the ones I've noticed that give immediate results. A lot of them take time to give you any kind of results. I've done that now and I want to just go through the powder with you. What I did this morning is I got my Refa number 5 brush and I took the sculpting part, and I'll just have to get my other mirror, sorry, because there's more, and then I just, let me get a bit more. Now I do find this powder is ultra matte, but it's a very fine powder. Can you see that already, how much it gives you colour? And that's the very dark shade. And I'll put this here. So the idea, I believe, is to start with the darkest shade and then just sculpt out your cheekbone with it. And I'll just go under that horrendous double chin. Unfortunately, the menopause is making that stick around. I don't know whether I've mentioned that I have lost some weight. I've been going back to running again and I have managed to lose a bit of weight, but it's been it's been hard. I'm trying to avoid all the Weight Watchers and the Slimming Worlds because I find that they work in the short term, but unfortunately they're not good for sustained, not for me anyway. They've never been good for sustained usage, you know. I just can't starve myself, basically. That is the sculpting one, and you can see quite clearly it's give a nice bit of colour there. This is number 2 of this, as I've said, there's 3 shades. The third one would be far too dark for my skin. Now, that's the only disappointment I'd say about Givenchy. I think 3 shades is not enough. The lighter one, I believe it would be too much like Forever Bronze. And I'm gonna give you swatches of these. So that's my Forever Bronze there that I got from Dior, which is fairly light. Oh, damn. And then, so if I do that, if you see, this is going to be darker. I don't know whether you can see, but what I'll do is I'll swatch them later on. Right, so I've got the sculpting part on. Now you could just leave it at that and then put your blush and your highlighter on and be done with it. I mean, you wouldn't need to put all of them on. But then what I do next to go into all 3, and then I just finish off like a blush on the higher part of the cheek. You can do it the way you like to do it, but this is the way I like to do it when I'm wearing any kind of bronzing powder. And then I'll just take a bit of the mid dark shade and pop it across my nose there, because you know you're meant to make sure it looks like you've got a bronzed face. There we go. Now I'm going to do a wear test on this now. I know I forgot last time to come back and tell you. However, I'll make sure I try and remember. Now, if I don't put any photos in of the afterwards, I will say that I will put it in the comments, below, and tell you what it was like after a few hours. I just found that today, see, that's got a nice bit of colour on now. That's a nice, I'm quite happy with that. I'm just going to say that today, when I went out to get my hair done, it was probably as dark as this. And when I come back after getting my hair done, literally, I could hardly see any bronzer on my skin. Now, my only concern is I think I don't know whether I cut out the video before I told you. When I originally opened this package, there was a touch of the powder on the back. And I thought, has this been damaged in transit? And it was a bit concerning because I was scared of opening it in case I got all like crumbs falling out. It wasn't. But I find that it's quite powdery. Whereas like if I feel the Dior one, it feels a bit of a moist powder. Sorry, I know moist is not the great word. But there's a bit of moisture in the powder. I find that even though it's quite velvety, the Givenchy one, it's also quite powdery. Now, my only concern is, have they made it the same as the Prisme Libre? Is it set in powder? And if so, is that why it wears off your skin quickly? Because generally powders do. What I'm going to do, I'm going to come back later, and if I don't come back later, I'll put the comments below that how long the actual colour stayed on my cheeks. If you can see there, and I'll just finish off the look I've got, and then I'll do swatches because I want to compare it to some of my other current bronzers that I actually use. So I've got Jersey by Chanel, and I'm just going to put a bit of that over using my Real Techniques brush. Because I also noticed that I had blush on and that sort of disappeared a little bit too. So we'll see how well that is so I'm just putting this a bit deeper so you can see it on camera. And that's my Chanel there. And then what I'll do is I'll just blend that all in together. There we go. I've got my number 5 Mademoiselle, my old number 5 Mademoiselle. I do believe the new version is a very different shade, almost like a different shade. I love this one. I'll just top that up. I do love this shade, by the way. It's a lovely dusky light rose colour, you know, rose, very natural, everyday. And then where is it? Yeah, Chanel Duo Lumiere illuminating powder on as well, just on my high points of my cheek. And let's do that now. Just got a clean brush there, yeah. So we just use my Refa fan brush. I do love this, you know. Like I say, let's see what happens when I come back later and tell you what happens. I'll just do a few swatches. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think it's worth that kind, you know, £44 for 7 grams? Quite a low amount of grams. Well, however, Dior's was only 8, wasn't it, as well? It looks like a common trend amongst these high-end companies to make less and less product. It does take some time to get through it. What is it? No, it's 7.8 gram. I've got to compare my old Le Beige Sunset, which I love. That was 10 gram. I've got Le Beige Cream Bronzer. By the way, Chanel have got new shades in these. They've now got 5 shades. And that is 15 gram. Really well worth the money, that. And then my old one, which I love, number 5. My old Dior from, I think, a couple of years back. That's quite a dark one, that. And that one is, let's have a look. That one is 9 gram. So 7 gram is the lowest one, and that's Givenchy. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to mix them all together and give that a swatch there. Right, so that one is Givenchy, all mixed in. So you see it's like quite a mid-tone, isn't it? Then I'm going to compare that with my current Dior one, which I like, but it's quite much paler. And like I say, it's quite creamy, this one. And there we go. See, it's got a bit more warmth to it as well. A little bit more warmth to it, the Dior one. So Givenchy Dior, and that's number 2, Popeline Bronze, and this one is number 3, Soft Matte. Then let's compare it with the medium tan bronze from Chanel, which I love. If this was the little mini one they brought out, 15 gram. It's normally 30 gram, by the way. And then let me get that there, and it's cream bronze. And by the way, the new one, they've took the coconut out, which was annoying a lot of people. Now that looks quite dark, but it does blend out really well. So it does blend out brilliantly, that one. And then finally, my Sunset, I've just shown you, it's the double C that had the nautical theme. And it's really old, this one. It's really old. And then I pop that there. It's lost its sheen, because this one used to have quite a gold sheen. The only reason why that doesn't show up as much is because it's quite powdery. Givenchy Dior Soft Matte, Le Beige Tan de Soleil in medium bronze tan, and that one is the Sunset, and Chanel, that's still going strong and a lovely one. It's not a great deal other than that one, which is quite light. The other 3, they're not far off each other, are they? I don't know what you think. It'd be great to get your thoughts, by the way. I hope you enjoyed this little video. I hope I haven't missed anything. I don't think I have. Just let me know what you think. Are you going to buy it? Have you got plenty of bronze powders and you don't need it? I must admit, I do. But I do love bronze and powders, and I wear them. Yeah, just wanted to come on and show you that. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please press a like and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care and bye for now.